Hello everyone, my name is Nitin and as I promised, I am back again with another video of Google Form automation using the Excel file. So kind of an Excel automation. Okay, so in the previous video, I showed you how we can create a Google form and it is here only. So what we will do is we'll create one Excel file and we'll create some data. Let's say 3 lines with the data of employee name, mobile number and email ID. Here I have my UiPath opened. So I'll create one Excel file. I'll go to new and Excel. Let's say Google form. So what data do I have to give in this sheet is what I created in the form: employee name, mobile number and email ID. So I will write employee name, mobile number and email ID. Okay, I'll say Nitin, Rajat, Amit. Mobile number, let's say 9999 1111 11 9999 11 9999. I'll quickly write something, okay? Let's say Nitin E. Nitin. F. I'll save the data. I created this data in front of you so that you can see that how we are going to do the complete automation. From end-to-end automation I'm going to see. There is nothing that I have already created except of the form which I created in the previous video. So if you want to refer to the form, how I created this form, you can refer to the previous video of Google Forms. Okay, so I created that Excel sheet. Form is here. Now we'll go to UiPath and we'll start our automation. Okay, so first thing that we need is for the UiPath is to read the Excel file. How it's going to do it is, as I think you all might be aware, Excel application scope. I'll connect it with the start node. Excel application scope, go inside this. It says workbook path, text must be quoted. Now we want to paste the path of the file here. I'll press shift and do the right click. It will copy the path. You see, it says copy as path. You have to press the shift button and right click. It will give this option. So inside the double quotes, it will, okay, it's already taking the double quotes. So we simply just paste the link here. Now it says what you want to do. What we want is to read the data in the Excel file in sheet 1. So in order to read the data, we'll take the activity called read range. Okay, so here if you want, you can mention the cell range, but even if you don't want, there is no problem. Now whatever data this read range activity will read from the Excel file, we need to store it in a variable. So we will create one variable by pressing Ctrl K, and now we will give the, let's say, name of the variable as read the data. Okay, so this activity, this Excel related activity is over. It will read the data, that's it. Now what comes next is for each activity. See, you will find for each in the workflow control and for each. Don't take this one, take this one which is inside the data table. So take this one, connect it with the previous activity and go inside this. Now what it says is that for each row, it means in the Excel file, for each row in what variable did we create in the previous activity? Read the data, right? So I will write, see, it's not giving the variable that I created. Why? Because, one second, we'll go back and check. Okay, read the variable data, read the data is here, data table. Okay, so the scope of the variable is inside the do field. So inside the do only this variable will work, but what we want is to use it in some other activity inside the flowchart, right? So we will change the scope of the variable so it will work anywhere in the flowchart, anywhere and everywhere. Okay, now I think it will show, because there is no any other reason it will not show. See, it says read the data. So this kind of sign will be there. You can press the tab button. See, the validation error has gone. Now we will take one activity called attach browser. Why we are taking this activity here is because we want to instruct the robot to take the browser which is already opened in the previous activity. Okay, so we will indicate browser on screen of the form which is already opened. Now it says that what you want to do next. What we want is to type into these fields, right? So we will take type into activities. How many activities do we'll take? How many type into do we want? 3, right? Because 3 fields are there. So I'll take and I'll paste, and I'll paste one more just to save the time, and I will click on indicate element inside browser. So I'll give this. See, if you have seen my previous video, you will be easily able to identify what I am doing. And in this video also I'll tell, I've indicated the screen where I want the data to be typed, okay, for all the 3 activities: employee name, mobile number and email ID. But still these validation errors are coming. Why they are coming is because we have not mentioned the text that we want there to be pasted. Okay, what we did in the previous video was we wrote the information which we wanted to write, but here we want the Excel data to be inserted in the form. So for that, Excel data is in the data table form, right? So in order to convert that into string, we will change the data into string. Then only it will enter the data in the form. So how we can do it is row bracket double quotes, and inside the double quotes we will give the heading of the field employee name. We will take cell wise. Okay, so first we will take employee name. And here we will give to string. Now you'll see that the validation error has gone. Same we will do for this one. I'll copy in order to save the time of the viewers, and I will paste it here, and I will see what is next. Mobile number. I will copy from here and I will paste it. This validation error will also go. Okay, and now what is the next one? I'll paste it here. The next one is email ID. I'll write it because I think okay. Looks easy? Okay. So next step is to click the submit button. So it is very clear that we will take the click activity. Okay, but okay, just to show, I will right click here, and this arrow one we will tick. Indicate element inside browser. Click here and give the reference of this. So submit is done. Now if we fill the data and do submit, it will go to the next page and it will say submit. But we want it to come back and fill the next one, right? Because 3 lines are there, 3 rows are there in Excel sheet. So for that we will use one activity. Go back and we will drag it here, so it will go back. Okay, looks good. Only 2 activities outside. Inside there are many activities, right? Okay, I will save it and I will run it to see whether it is working fine or not. If it is working fine, good. If it is not, then we will see if we went anywhere wrong. Okay, it will open. Internet is a bit slow, so please bear with the internet. Very slow. Is it working? Yes, it's working. Okay, now okay, see, it is filling. Click submit. Okay, working, seems like working fine. 2 entries have been made: name, mobile number, email ID. Submit. Click go back. Okay, so the robot is running perfectly fine, and as you all saw that it filled the data inside the form. So I hope you liked the video and you learned a good amount of things from the video. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get many more notifications of my videos. And see you and bye bye.